Welcome back to another video. In this video, we will be discussing the impact of your mindset to your health and wellness. So if you're interested in that, definitely stick around. So again, as always, we want to set the baseline understanding of what mindset is, and then we'll talk about how it relates to the other different topics that I sort of want to be aware of. And so mindset, again, in the context of Alpha Health, in the context of the core M3 protocol, is movement, metabolism, mindset. And within mindset, we have the rest ritual and the rise ritual. How do you actually go to bed? And how do you wake up? Those are the two primal questions we must ask ourselves at all given times. And so just to reiterate what they are, rest ritual is, okay, what is your hygiene of 2 hours before going to bed? Like, how are you starting your rest ritual, your sleep hygiene? And then when you are you sleeping enough to make sure that you're not having any issues throughout the night? Because the more you wake up throughout the night, your sleep hygiene gets sort of messed up because your body does some amazing things there. It heals itself through the prior day. It processes all that information. It also heals and repairs anything that has been wrong for the last few hours or days or weeks or whatever it is. Now, once you finish the rest ritual, then your rise ritual starts. That is when you wake up, what are you exactly doing? You go from the sleep state to the wake state, and that's called a hypnopompic state. It's this transitory, almost like hallucinogenic state where you feel like, pretty trippy, to be honest. And that's usually what happens right before you go to bed. That's the hypnagogic. And then when you wake up is the hypnopompic. But my point is, what I'm trying to get at is when you wake up, what are you thinking about? What are you doing? So every one of those actions or those behaviors that you're doing, you're essentially telling your body what the day is going to look like. You're instantiating the domino effect. Okay? If I go to the shower, I do my stuff, I come out, I do my breath work, I do my meditation, I do my work, and then et cetera, et cetera. I already know what I'm going to be doing because I've been thinking about it. And so that's going to be important. So those are the two, right? Rest ritual, rise ritual, and in the context of your health and wellness. I mean, I think it's pretty apparent from me just talking to you for the last few minutes, right? The fact is, the way you determine the structure of your day will determine the outcome of your day. So whatever your structure is, you tell me what you do in a day and I will tell you what the outcome will look like, because it's very, very apparent. If I'm going to be waking up, first thing, pull out my phone, watch YouTube videos for hours on end, eat a lot of junk food, barely work out, don't do any work, unemployed. Like what is that gonna look like? That's gonna look like a creature of comfort, a creature of chaos, because I'm right now thinking about the movie WALL-E. If you watch this movie, then you know what happens in this movie. Eventually, every single human is living on this hoverboard type of structure, and they're all extremely obese. They're not moving their body around at all. There's a certain body habitus that gets formed when you're not taking care of yourself. And so in the context of your health and wellness, just be aware the choices that you make with your mind, right? Your mind determines the different actions that you'll be taking. It first starts off with a thought. Second, it becomes an action. That action becomes a behavior of you, something that you do at a certain given time. And if you do this behavior repeatedly, guess what? That behavior becomes a habit, and now that habit is a part of you. It's an app that has been installed with your permission. Yes, with your permission, 100%, but sometimes unconsciously without your permission, but you've created it and now you do it and you perpetuate it because I've always done it this way. See, that whole flow of logic, I had to do it in like one breath or else it wouldn't really make sense to you, because you need to follow that. Because now we need to take it one step further, which is once you do this for a certain period of time, those habits become a part of your personality. So now, he's always been doing it this way, or he does it this way all the time, right? When you say that, that becomes your personality, and as a result, that personality is a part of your lifestyle. What do you do on a given day? We're tying it all back, right? What is your lifestyle like? So what does your rest ritual look like? What does your rise ritual look like? And obviously in Alpha's protocol, we have more that determine what you do throughout the 24-hour cycle. But for this context, your health and well-being is completely tied, completely. Which is why I've spent the goddamn last few years just figuring this stuff out for you and I, because I do not want to be thinking about this too damn complicated. I want to be building, creating, exploring, and just seeing the world for what it is. As a result of that, Alpha pretty much automates this whole process for you, right? So we figure out what your rest ritual look like, your rise ritual looks like, what are you eating, so metabolism, what are you not eating, are you doing intermittent fasting, and then of course movement, are you actually going to the gym or going to some sort of studio where you're pushing your body. Usually you want to be around other humans too because that drives you forward. I personally like to be around attractive women because they trigger a hormonal response from a male that just pushes my testosterone levels higher, which allows me to push heavier weights. Progressive overload is the key. Now, do you see what I just did there, right? I created a whole lifestyle for myself, and that's leading me to health and wellness. It's a continuous process, but I no longer think about it because guess what? It's a part of my lifestyle now. That whole flow. And this flow is something that we're gonna be hearing over and over and over and over because that's the base of mindset, and then you apply that logic to the different rituals and you see a profound impact in the way you are. Cool. With that being said, guys, if you found any value in this video, definitely give me a like up, letting me know you liked it. And if you did not like it, dislike the video. Let me know why you disliked the video in the comments below. And as always, if you are curious about seeing more of my content, or you've already binged on it, to be honest, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And also at the same time, there's a bell notification bell, which is cool because it lets you know exactly when the next video will pop off. And I tend to like to know when my favorite creators are creating their videos because it's pretty amazing what technology is doing for us nowadays. With that, I appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully you have a blessed day, amazing day, and then I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.